Hey everyone, hope you're all doing fantastic today. So glad to have you here with me. Alright, let's dive in. I'm Jenna, your go-to event planner, bringing dreams to life for the past 5 fabulous years. When I'm not orchestrating magic, you'll find me knee-deep in creativity, painting, crafting, you name it. And, oh my family and friends, they're my rock. Now, let's talk daily grind. Mornings kick off with a dose of Zen, maybe some yoga, followed by a hearty breakfast, and a dive into event planning heaven. My ride or die crew, Emily's my right hand, Mike's our vendor whiz, and Sarah's our logistics queen. Okay, so Memorial Day, huge deal. Not just for the nation, but for us too. It's a chance to honor the past while shaping the future, and let me tell you, it's a big influence on what we do. Now, onto client consultations. If you're not familiar, think of it as a deep dive into our clients' dreams and desires. We're talking themes, odds, budgets, you name it. It's where the magic begins. Alright, buckle up, folks. Let's talk about the grind. So Monday kicked off with a triple whammy of client meetings. First up, we had the Johnsons, a lovely couple planning their dream wedding. They had a million ideas and questions, which meant a lot of note-taking and brainstorming on my end. Next, it was the Smith Corporation, gearing up for their annual gala. Tight deadlines and budget constraints made for some intense negotiations. And just when I thought I could catch a breath, in walks the Garcia, a family looking to throw the party of the century for their daughter's sweet 16. 3 meetings back to back, each one demanding my full attention and energy. By the time I wrapped up that last meeting, I was mentally drained and reaching for the coffee like there was no tomorrow. Now, let's fast forward to Tuesday. Site visit extravaganza from the crack of dawn. I was out the door, bouncing from one venue to the next. The morning started with a visit to the grand ballroom at the Plaza Hotel, where we're planning a black tie affair for a corporate client. Then, it was off to the rustic barn venue out in the countryside, perfect for that boho-chic wedding we've got in the works. And just when I thought I'd seen it all, we tapped off the day with a tour of the rooftop terrace at the new downtown hotspot, where we're hosting a swanky cocktail party next month. Each visit came with its own set of challenges. Logistics, layout, you name it. But hey, that's all part of the fun, right? Now, let's talk about that serious incident. Picture this. A high-stakes client consultation meeting with top executives from a Fortune 500 company. The pressure was on to impress, and we had everything meticulously planned down to the minute. But just as we were diving into the nitty-gritty details, the unthinkable happened. A sudden power outage plunged the room into darkness. Panic set in as whispers filled the room, and I could feel the tension rising. But hey, in times of crisis, there's no room for panic. With a quick huddle and some quick thinking, we sprang into action, calming nerves and keeping the meeting on track. It was a moment of truth that truly tested our team's resilience and ability to adapt under pressure. Now for a little comic relief. Picture this. The power's out, tensions are high, and just when things couldn't get any more intense, my summit decides to chime in with an epic growl that could rival a lion's roar. Talk about timing. I felt the heat rise to my cheeks as everyone in the room turned to look at me, their expressions a mix of surprise and amusement. Mr. Thompson, ever the gentleman, flashed me a sympathetic smile, breaking the tension with a light-hearted quip about the perils of skipping lunch. Cue the awkward chuckles and a quick change of subject, but the memory of that moment lingered long after the lights came back on. Just goes to show, even in the midst of chaos, laughter is truly the best medicine. Alright, time for a food break. So, what's on the menu? Usually I'd go for something light. Maybe a salad or soup, but tonight I'm thinking comfort food vibes. Sushi, pizza, tapas. What's your vote? Sushi's fresh and fancy. Pizza's a classic crowd pleaser, and tapas? Well, it's all about that variety. Help me out here, folks. Thanks a bunch for hanging out with me today. Folks, you're the real MVPs. Catch you next time, and remember, stay fabulous.